Can we talk? Can we really talk? Limiting beliefs are things that hold us back and cause us not to pursue our dreams. They prevent us from going after the things we truly desire. Hello and welcome back to Sev Talks Money. This is a place where we discuss and share tools and tips to build wealth, crush debt, and gain financial freedom. So again, we're talking about limiting beliefs today. And those things sometimes prevent us from going after the things that we really want because we've canceled ourselves out before we even try to get to those things. We cancel ourselves out because of what we think. Now, let's take a look at the definition of limiting beliefs. They are false beliefs, keyword right there, false, that prevent us from pursuing our goals, passions, and desires. They imprison us, keyword imprison, and hold us back. So again, these limiting beliefs, they're false and they imprison us. They stop us from going after the things that we truly want to go after. And many times, those limiting beliefs are not even facts. They are not facts. They are not true things. They are things that we've put in our minds and we've canceled ourselves out from pursuing things because we've already said, I don't qualify. We've already said, I'm not going to get the job because I qualified 10 of those things, 10 of those items on that requirement for the job. 10 of them, I meet the requirement, but that one, I don't meet the requirement. And because of that, we've canceled ourselves and we've given up. We don't even try. We already cancel ourselves and don't make an effort. So today I'm going to talk about some of those limiting beliefs. I'm just going to share about 4 of them and show how they prevent us from going after the things that we can, the things that can push us forward. Now, one of the first limiting belief that we have is that money is the root of all evil. First of all, the Bible didn't say money is the root of all evil. It says the love of money is the root of all evil. Okay. In 1 Timothy 6:10, it says the love of money is the root of all evil. In Ecclesiastes 5:10, it says he who loves money will not be satisfied with money, and nor he who loves wealth with income. What is that saying? It is saying the focus on money, the focus to the extent of all else, wanting to get money at all costs. We've seen people like Bernie Madoff. We've seen so many people who have been imprisoned. They have gone to prison because they love money so much that they were willing to do whatever it took to get that money. So for us to say, I'm not going to go after that promotion because, the Bible says the love of money is the root of all, the money is the root of all evil. I'm not going to go after that promotion. I'm satisfied with a $30,000 a year job because, money is evil. I don't want all that money. I'm satisfied with living in an apartment for the rest of my life because money is evil and I don't want to make more so I can live in maybe a nicer area where there are not gunshots or whatever. We limit ourselves. And yeah, there are other variables, but I'm talking about for those people who have the capability and they're in a position to make more, but they use this excuse and they say money is the root of all evil. And because of that, they don't pursue their dreams. They don't go after their passion. The second one is, I don't care about money. Money can't buy happiness. Well, if you don't care about money, send it my way. Okay? I'll take it. Listen, you can't say you don't care. Well, you can say whatever you want to say. Let me back up. Money certainly doesn't buy happiness, but it buys the things that bring you happiness. If I have enough money, I can go on a nice vacation. If I have enough money, I can leave money for my kids. I can leave money for my grandkids. If I have enough money, I can be on a good health plan. If I have enough money, I can tell that job goodbye and be able to live off my money. When I retire, I don't have to be scraping if I have enough money. So for us to say, I don't care about money, and then we limit ourselves, we don't pursue the things that can bring us money, then we limit ourselves because we say, I don't care about money. Money can't buy happiness. As I said before, send the money my way. I'll take it. Okay. The thing is, we have to understand why we think that way about money. Why do we think I don't care about money? It can't buy happiness. Was it something in our childhood? Was it something in a relationship that we had when we were older? What is it that created that limiting belief? Because you weren't born that way. None of us were born with these limiting beliefs. I've been there thinking these limited beliefs, and I know I'll probably go there again in the future. So it's not something to say, oh my God, I think that, and, ball myself up and die. The thing is, let me explore what it is I believe, why I believe that way, and how can I change those limiting beliefs? Why do you not care about money? Was it because you saw your parents struggling with, or maybe one parent lorded it over and not the other parent with money, and so you looked at that parent who lorded it over the other parent, and you're thinking, oh, I don't care about money, can't buy happiness, because see, daddy has all that money and he drinks and then he beats up on my mom. Maybe that's the scenario that you saw, but you need to now examine that and see, is it really that you don't care about money because it can't buy happiness, or because you saw that relationship with money? You saw your mom making that high paying, working in a high paying job and miserable and complain about her job. So you're thinking money can't buy happiness. No, you're seeing your mom not understanding the impact of money and how money can do things. And because you've seen the way your parents, or you may see a sibling, your grandparents, your cousin, whoever, you see them interact with money that way. Now you've come up with that thought process, and you're saying, I don't care about money because it can't buy happiness. So the key is unpacking that and see why you think the way you do. Because again, if you have enough money, money brings freedom. Listen, money is simply a tool. It's a vehicle of exchange. That's all money is. It is a tool, a vehicle of exchange. Nothing more, nothing less. And so we need to stop demonizing money and making it more than what it is. It is simply a tool. And because of the way we grew up, or because of the way we saw people around us behave, now we've demonized money. So let's look at number 3, which is, I don't want to pay more taxes. A lot of people, I've heard people say this, I don't want to make more money because I don't want to pay more taxes. And what I decided to do, I'm going to share my screen in a bit. I decided I'm going to create a scenario. And I'm going to show you that, yes, you may pay more taxes, but guess what? You're bringing home more money. Okay. So let me share my screen. And I am going to go to Excel. And let me wipe this out. Okay. So the tax bracket, this is how the tax bracket works. It starts at 10% and it goes all the way to 37%. So I'm creating 2 examples here. Somebody making $50,000 and somebody making $100,000. So let's say you were making $50,000. You would go, if you wanted to have an idea, and of course, here I'm not talking about deductions. I'm not talking about credits or anything. I'm just talking about the pure $50,000 that you made, the pure $100,000. Because when you have deductions, that's going to reduce it, your taxable income. And if you have credits, it's going to reduce the calculated tax. So whatever tax you calculate, your credits are going to reduce that. So taking those out of the equation, I'm just going to do a clear scenario to show you what happens if you are saying, I don't want to make more money because I'm going to pay more taxes. So if you're making $50,000, you come here. You come right here in this category. So your first $9,875 is going to be taxed at 10%. Your second level of taxes is 12%, and that is taking $40,000, 125, subtracting 9,876, and whatever that is, that's the amount that's going to be taxed at 12%. Okay. And then you come here and your difference, let me just do that. 989875 is the amount that's going to be taxed at 10%. So your first layer of taxes, you multiply that by 10%. So that's what you would pay, $987.50 for your first layer of taxes. And you see it right here. It says $987.50 plus 12% of the amount over 9875. So the next layer of taxes is, and I'm probably going a little bit deep, but I want you to understand the concept, okay? The next layer is 4125 between the amount over 9875, which is this bracket of 4125. I'm going to take 9876. This amount is going to be taxed at 22%, 12%. Okay, now we're up now to 40,000. So we need the difference. What is the difference to make 50,000? So we're going to take 50,000 and we're going to subtract this amount and this amount. So this is what's left to be taxed. Okay, and this amount is going to be taxed at 22%. So if you notice this layer and this layer, it's 4617.38, which, rounding 4617 in this category. So your tax is 4617.50 plus 22% of the amount over 40,000. And so what's left to be taxed is this 9,000. So your total taxes under this scenario is 6,000. Just do a sum right here. Yeah, I'm showing here, and for those who joined, I'm showing here how people are saying, people who say, I don't want to make more money because I'm going to pay more taxes. And I want to debunk that myth. I want to debunk that and take that out of your mind so you can pursue your goal and get more money if that's what you need to do. So your total taxes on the 50,000 is 6,790, right? And again, this does not factor in deductions. It does not factor in credits. So I'm just going to copy this right here. So I don't have to do that for the 100,000. And again, I didn't have to do that by layer. I'm going to show you how I could just go directly here. I could just go directly here and say 4617.5 and just take the difference between the 50,000 and the 40,000, and whatever that is, I will calculate it by the 22%. So we're doing the same thing here, and I'm not going to go through each line right here. For 100,000, I'm going to be at this calc right here because I just want to show you what you're taking your take home versus versus your take home after the tax is taken out. So 50,000 minus 6,790. So you're taking home 43,000. Of course, you're not taking that home because again, there's deduction, there's all other things, but I'm just using this for pure calculation just to show the scenario. Okay, so 100,000, and again, I'm not going to do it line by line. I'm just going to go right here. The first layer of tax for the 100,000 is 14,605.5. That's the first layer of tax right here. And any amount over 85,000 is going to be taxed at 24,000. Well, I mean 24%. Well, we know that we have $100,000 in salary. So we're going to take 100,000 and we are going to subtract 85,526 here. That's what's left to be taxed. This amount is going to be taxed at 24%. So I'm going to tax that at 24%. And so my total tax is going to be 18,079. You just subtract some that up right here. And if I take that and I subtract the total tax from 100,000, I'm bringing home now 81,000. So why would I allow the myth that I'm going to pay more taxes, so I'm not going to try to make more money? Why would I allow that myth to now not double my take home? And again, we're not factoring in deductions and credits and all the other things that would reduce your taxable income. And then, of course, the credit would reduce your actual taxes. So your credit would reduce this amount, your credit would reduce that amount. So I just wanted to show you the scenario and let you know, if your limiting belief is, I don't want to make more money because I'm going to pay more taxes, you're bringing home more money. So let's debunk that. Let's get rid of that. And let's do what we need to do to make more money. Okay. All right. The next one is, it's too confusing. That's one of the things that we do. We say money is too confusing. Listen, money is as simple as what's coming in, what's going out, plus, minus. If you can add and subtract or get a calculator, you can handle money. Okay. It's as simple as that. We have to understand that when it comes to money, the little things that we do, the incremental things that we do, is going to move us forward. It's nothing to be intimidated about. Money is not anything to be intimidated about. I think I talked before on this broadcast about going off to college. When you first went off to college, you didn't know all the ins and outs, especially if you went to a big college. You didn't know all the ins and outs. You went to college, you learned the system, you learned how to navigate the different departments, you learned how to go to class, a mile across the campus, you learned where everything was. And it's the same thing with money. If we get rid of the thought processes and the things that cause us to fear money, then we can approach money the same way. We can just say all money is plus and minuses. All money is a tool that I can use to further my agenda. It's a tool that I can use to provide for my family. It's a tool that I can use to provide for my grandkids. It's a tool that I can use to create freedom in my life, where I can make choices, because we don't want our money to make decisions for us. A lot of times we end up in jobs because our money makes the decision for us. We want to understand money enough to make the decision ourselves and not allow our financial situation to make that decision. Now, is that going to happen overnight? As I shared earlier in this broadcast, I have some of those limiting beliefs. I've had some of those limiting beliefs. I have eliminated myself from applying for jobs because I'm like, okay, I qualify on 10 of these. Number 11, I don't have that qualification. I'm not going to apply. So I've already disqualified myself. And that's what we do. We disqualify ourselves from going after things because we have these limiting beliefs. Money is the root of all evil? No. Money is not the root of all evil. The love of money, the desire for money above all else, the desire to trample on folks to get money, is the root of all evil, not money. Money is a tool. Again, the other one is, I don't care about money. Money can't buy happiness. As I said, if you don't care, send it my way. I'll take it. Okay. But what money might not be able to buy happiness, but it buys the tools that can create happiness. When you see money is one of the biggest causes of divorce. That's not an accident, because we don't understand how to manage our money or how to work together as a team to manage our money. We make money into this monster, and because of that, we allow it to intimidate us, and we make decisions that really doesn't serve us. Another one, I don't want to pay more taxes, which I already demonstrated how that we just need to debunk that myth. Okay. And money is too confusing. No, it's not. It's plus and minus. Again, the incremental things that we do, the little things that we do, can move us forward in our money journey. I know people who refuse to go to the doctor because they don't want to hear, they're scared to hear a diagnosis. And a lot of us do the same with money. I was trying to counsel somebody once, and she did not want to look at her credit card debt. She did not want to look at anything because she was scared. And I'm like, why would you be scared? If you know what you have and what you're up against, then I can deal with it. And again, people are at different stages in their lives with money, and we have to show empathy. Yes, I'm at this stage, but I wasn't always here. So I have to show empathy for those who are not at this stage. But I'm saying to you today, let's let go of that thought process that I'm afraid to confront my financial situation because I'm scared of what I'm going to know. Well, guess what? Even if you don't confront it, it doesn't change. It's still going to be there. So if you don't want to confront that, what you owe on the cards, what you owe in, whatever situation, if you don't want to confront it to create a plan to be able to handle it, then it's not going to change. It's still going to be there. And guess what it's going to do? Cause you headaches. It's going to cause you maybe high blood pressure. It's going to cause you sleepless nights because you have not confronted the situation. So it's best to go ahead and get rid of these myths, these things that are causing us to feel like, I can't handle money or for whatever reason. If we can get rid of these myths, because that's what they are. As I shared before, these limiting beliefs are not necessarily facts. And we drum them in our head so much that we make them into facts, and it stops us from pursuing the things that we desire. And I want to share this other one. Money is not rocket science. It is not. I promise you, it is not. My challenge to you today is to take a different approach to money. Take a different approach to how you look at your finances, how you look at what it is that you owe versus what it is that you own. That's my challenge to you today, is what is it that's causing you, if there's something causing you to not want to pursue that goal. For me, for the longest time, I'm like, okay, I don't have the money in the bank. So if I quit my job and pursue my personal finance goals and to be able to teach personal finance and to speak on the topic of personal finance. So what did I do? I put my money, I put my plan out, and I made a goal to save. And thankfully, I'm very close to my goal of being able to say to the job, thank you for your service to me, but I'm going to pursue this passion full time. I'm in my 50s. I got to that point late in life. So it's not too late for you to pursue your passion and your goals. What is it? What is your money limiting belief? What is it that you're believing about yourself? We do the same thing with relationships. We say, oh, I would love to be a part of that group of ladies. And especially ladies do this. I would love to be a part of that group of ladies, but they're not going to want me in their group because, and again, we list the things and disqualify ourselves before we even start. Oh, I'm not smart enough. They all have degrees. I don't have a degree. Oh, they all married. I'm not married. Oh, they all have a house. I don't have a house. Oh, they drive nice cars. And we list all these things, and then we've eliminated ourselves. Maybe they need us in there to give them some perspective. Because maybe they got too hoity-toity because they have all of these things and they need you to come in and bring them back down to earth. You never know. So we can't we need to stop disqualifying ourselves from these situations, from these opportunities, all because we've garnered these limiting beliefs in our minds and cause us to not pursue. Go file for that job. Go apply for that job. Even if 2 things or 3 things or whatever, that's not, you never know, because sometimes these jobs, they put stretch goals in or stretch requirements in their job application. So you never know. Go apply for that job. You might have the top requirements or the top qualifications. So don't allow that to stop you from pursuing your goal. Go make that money so your kids can go through college debt free. Go make that money so you can help your elderly parents be able to live when they retire, to live as best as you can. Go make that money. So there's so many things that you can do. Go on that vacation. Go live a month in France. Go, whatever it is. Don't allow your limiting beliefs to stop you from pursuing your dreams. Don't allow anything that somebody says about you or tell you about yourself that you're starting to believe, which is not true, is false. Don't allow that to stop you from pursuing the things that you desire. So let me jump in the comments ANC, Asian American Legal Focus. Hi, Judy. Debbie, hello from Canada. Sid, Miami, Inspiration by Marie. Hello there, host. Hello, everyone. Sandy Rodriguez is saying, I've never seen it explained like this. Very helpful. Thank you, Sandy. And I want to invite everyone, if you're watching right now, to go follow my friends on YouTube. Asian American Legal Focus has a channel where she talks about legal things in a fun way. And Debbie from Debbie Efslin, that's the name of her channel, and she talks about food. She talks about safe ways to handle food. She talks about things, how we can handle our kitchen, things in the kitchen, and how we can do it to help our environment. Also, Inspiration by Marie. She talks about inspirational things that can really help you to grow in the kingdom. So if you're a Christian and you're looking for somebody to encourage you, and even if you're not a Christian, we all need inspiration. We all need somebody who can help us get us off the ledge, help us to stop believing things about ourselves that are not true. And so go follow Inspiration by Marie. And the other person that has a YouTube channel, yes, I said that right, is Brick Girls Go Stateside. And please go follow them. They are they are a mother-daughter pair from the UK who are now living in the US. So they talk about things from that lens. And they also have a lot of people that they invite to their channel to discuss various topics. So please go support my friends who have YouTube channels, and I promise you will not be disappointed. You will learn something that you can use in your everyday life. So thank you again, everyone, for joining us. Next week, I'm going to have someone who's going to be talking about wealthy mindset. And the week after that, which is, let me verify the date. Yes, she's going to talk about wealthy mindset on the 24th. And then on the 31st, we're going to talk about financial empowerment. And then the week after that, we're going to be talking about purchasing a hotel. This is an individual who purchased a hotel with a group of people. So she's going to share that. And she's also going to be talking about insurance, life insurance. So you don't want to miss the next 3 weeks. You don't want to miss any week at all. You don't want to miss any week, but the next 3 weeks you definitely don't want to miss. And so if you want to, I would also like to invite you to subscribe. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. You will love the content here. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And also, I would like to invite you, if you have not yet listened to my podcast, I'd like to invite you to join us on the podcast. I can find the link. I'm on several platforms. Stitcher, I'm on Radio Public, Overcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Pocket Cast, and Google Podcasts. You can go to any of those platforms and you can search for Sev Talks Money and find the podcast. Or you can go to SevTalksMoney.com/podcast, and you can actually listen on the website. Or you can click on the link for any of those platforms that will take you directly to the podcast. So again, thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope that, again, those myths, those things that we have gotten in our mind, I'm hoping that this helped to debunk those myths and let you know that you are everything God created you to be. And you have all the gifts and talents that you need to do what you need to do. And we need, if there's something blocking you from pursuing those goals, then we need to explore those goals to see what those myths, explore what it is. Where did it come from? Did it come from childhood? Where did it come from? And do what we need to do to debunk those myths, because our goal on here is to make as much money as we can so we can bless others, and so that our lives, when we retire, we're not scrimping and scraping. Okay, we have enough to bless ourselves and to bless others. Thank you so much, and I will see you next Sunday, the same place, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And also, there is a video pinned in the bottom of this video that further talks about money myths and triggers that minimizes abundance. So thank you so much. And I hope you'll come back again next Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And let me see, I have another comment. And Inspirational Mom Marie is saying, thanks for the information. You are very welcome. This is my passion. And sometimes I can get a little bit emotional. So please excuse that. But this is my passion. And I want to help as many women as possible to understand their control over their money and not let money make the decision for them on the things that they need to do. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time here at the same place.